Hi, Migraine Buddy Group. It's Stefan. I haven't done a video just for our group in quite a while. I've been doing the Migraine International Patients Perspective videos, and I wanted to do a video just to address our group specifically. And I'll start with saying, 2021 and through now in 2022, we've had about 4% growth over the year, which is it's growth, but it's been steady but slow, which is still growth. And now our Migraine Buddy app that we use, most of us anyway, still has improvements that they've made. Let's see, I don't know if you'll be able to see this or not. They changed their opening logo, but the app, they've been making improvements, and I'm hoping everybody's using that, and if you're not, you should try it. Now, Migraine Buddy Plus has features on it, and if you're not familiar with Migraine Buddy Plus, that's the pay portion of Migraine Buddy. Now, everybody's like, why should I pay for it? Well, there are extra features that are additional to the free portion of Migraine Buddy. And what are those things? Well, there's a 7-day pressure forecast. For those of us that experience pressure headaches along with our migraines, it's nice to know in advance what the barometric pressure is going to do, what the temperature fluctuations are going to be, and the humidity, depending on what your triggers are. Now, if you go into the app, down at the bottom, there's a little light bulb and it says Discover. And then at the top of the page, it says Programs. When you go to the Programs, let's see, you'll see little windows, okay? And you scroll through those, and there's things like Weather Trends and Migraines, Food and Nutrition, the Ultimate Guide, Food Cravings, Get Food Cravings Under Control, Is Your Migraine Related to Hormones? Chronic Migraine Recording Tactics, that one's free. Beginner Guide to Keto. 10 tips and 5 recipes for migraine-friendly diets. Building convenience at work with inspirational tips from Serene Branson. That's apparently a new program. Free is a 7-day challenge. 3 friends and 4 foes of a migraine diet. Identity phases of migraine with expert Dr. Dodick. Migraine and constipation, a 12-step diet plan to get it right. And it just goes on and on. There's a whole list. So, and also there's a part of the Migraine Buddy app that's always been there, and it just keeps expanding. That there are different chat rooms for different topics in the Migraine Buddy app. Now, I'm not a big fan of the chat rooms. They may be topic specific, but the reason I started this group is because they were too slow. The responses were just too slow for me. Anyway, I digress. So, if you're new to this group, my name is Stefan Lyford. I'm a 45-year migraine sufferer, maybe close to 50 now, mid-1970s. Um, who am I? Um, I just told you I'm a migraine sufferer since I was anywhere between 10 and 15 years old. I didn't become chronic until I was in my 30s and 40s. I wasn't diagnosed till I was 33. Um, and one day at the neurologist handed me a piece of paper, and he said, "I want you to record your migraines." And the piece of paper was like an Excel spreadsheet with maybe a week's worth of slots for recording migraine information, and it looked like a copy of a copy of a copy. And while I was at the valet waiting on my vehicle, um, I'm like, look, we're in the age of cell phones, the age of technology. There has to be an app for that. So I went searching for apps, and I found several. And after going through, you know, all of these different apps to see which one I would like, I settled on Migraine Buddy because it was the most user friendly. Um, and the rest is history. I've been using Migraine Buddy ever since. And the Migraine Buddy app has changed since I started using it. I've been with it for, I don't know, I probably started on it not soon after it began. So I've been on it for, I would have to say 7 or 8 years. Um, and it has advanced leaps and bounds since its beginning. And I think they're over 3 million users now. They're the largest migraine recording app on the planet. So, and the reason I started Migraine Buddy Group is I initially wanted to let people know about the Migraine Buddy app. And I wanted to be able to help people with migraines be able to communicate with their doctors and use the app. Well, people found my group, but they didn't want an app group. They wanted a migraine support group. And the rest is history. It just kept growing and growing. And here we are today. Well, what and who give our group credibility? And it's not just me. I mean, I do have experience and compassion for people with migraines, but since the group started, we have gathered quite a entourage of experienced migraine people. First of all, the guy that created created the app, Migraine Buddy, at some point he decided to join our group. His name is Francois. He's not always here, but every once in a while you'll see a post from him. And every once in a while he will answer questions about certain topics, especially if they have to do with the app. But he does chime in, and we're really glad to have him. He just recently posted about the Migraine World Summit, and he also posted about his trip to Seattle for an annual conference of neurology. I forget the name of the organization. But we're really glad to have him. He is always on the cutting edge of migraine research and migraine technology. So the second person, the first time I watched the Migraine World Summit, I saw an interview and found out that the lady was from the United States. And when I looked her up on LinkedIn, I found out she was from my home state of Michigan. And so I contacted her talking about us doing an interview. And I told her, I said, well, maybe you should look at my group and we can discuss what topic we want to talk about um, on chat before we do our interview. Well, she not only just joined our group, she jumped in with both feet and has been an active member ever since. Her name is Jill Oglesby DeLynn, and she's a migraine advocate. And she has added so much to our group because she is a major contributor. And I want to thank Jill for becoming a member of our group. The second person that I'm really glad we have in our group, she's an author. Her name is Kathy O'Shea, and she has written a book called So Much More Than a Headache. And what better to have in your group than someone that has taken the time to sit down and author a book about migraines. So, Kathy O'Shea, thank you for becoming a member of the Migraine Buddy group. Now, I have a moderator that helps me out, and she does that by answering questions, by helping me with membership. When you answer your questions during the membership phase of coming on board, if you don't answer all the questions, or if you don't check off that you agreed to the rules or whatever, she'll either contact you or she'll approve your membership. Her name is Lynn Boyd, and Lynn has been a big help to me. She wasn't my first moderator. The other moderator had other things that she had to do. She was from South Africa. She had some health issues and she had to step back. But we really appreciated her as well. But I do have another helper in Ireland, Mel Pike. Haven't heard from her in a little bit. I will contact her. She's helping us out with some logistics with mailing items out. And last thing, if you want to be part of our group or the conversation, or tell your story on the Migraine Buddy group, just private message me. If you would like to help out as a moderator, or if you have special skills or ideas, private message me. If you have ideas for group engagement or group growth, let me know, and we'll help you get involved with us. We can always, a group this size, we're at 1,390 members, and we want to continue, to grow and make this as good a group as possible. And if you've watched to the end of this video, and most people don't, I want to thank you for your attention. I know that I get long-winded, and most people don't watch 14 minutes worth of video. Anyway, my name's Stephen Lyford. This is Migraine Buddy Group. Thank you for your attention. Have a great day, guys.